Alright, here it is, the review of the bag that I said I would never carry. Guys, this is the 12Little Fanny Pack, and whatever that is. If we're going to talk about a fanny pack, we might as well have some fun with it. So, let's go ahead and get right into the review of the 12Little Fanny Pack. So this bag is one of those things that I said that I would never wear. I remember looking back on my mom as a child and making fun of her for wearing a fanny pack, but you know what? This thing is pretty daggum convenient. So I'm going to go over it today, and I'm also going to be giving one of these away to one of my viewers. The giveaway is going to be on Instagram, so make sure you check out the description box below to find out how to enter that giveaway. So let's go ahead and dive right into the description of this bag and do my little review and packing video for you. The one that I have here is in the color black, and it has the black logo on the front with silver, and I think it's really pretty. It's got kind of a shiny fabric here, which I do like, and it's gathered here at the front, which means that it will poof out a little bit when you fill that front pocket, which I'm going to show you in a minute. Let's get focused here. Alright, so one of my favorite features about this bag is that it does have a very long, deep zipper pocket here in the front. This actually does stay really nice and packable even when the main component of the fanny pack is fully packed. So although some of the room in this front pocket gets eaten into when you have the main compartment full, there's still lots of space to put stuff in there. As always, the zippers on this fanny pack are just so buttery smooth. And as you can see, here's the internal pocket, which has some pretty neat structure in it. There's these two little pockets here on the inside, as well as a little divider that creates two separate pockets, both of which are actually pretty big. I really love that about this bag. Now, I do find that these little slip pockets back here are not for what I thought they were. I thought they were definitely for putting your diapers inside of, but I found that that doesn't work as well. I'll show you what I mean in a minute. So I like that this bag is really skinny. You can see here when I have it empty, it's got an extremely thin profile. It's not much thicker than the 12Little diapering pouch. It's just really skinny, but it's got a lot of room in there, so you can basically make it as poofy and full or as skinny as you want. Back here you have another zip pocket. I like this spot for just tossing things that I'm going to be grabbing for quickly, and especially things that I don't want people being able to get to. Since this pocket goes right up against your body, no one can really get in there and snatch things from you, which is nice. So let's talk about the closure on this bag. The first thing that I noticed as soon as I took this out of the packaging was this really beautiful clasp. It's such a shiny brushed metal. It's just gorgeous. They did say that this has no real purpose for being metal. It's just for fashion only, but it is very pretty. The webbing here is really sturdy, and I love that. It just feels like it's made of a really strong material. And the best part about this, in my opinion, is that this bag actually can be adjusted from either side. So whether you wear this bag on the left hip or on the right hip, you can adjust it from that side, which is fantastic. Now, when you first try this fanny pack, you will see that these buckles don't move very well. And what I mean by that is the buckles, like they just move kind of slowly. The reason being is that 12Little wanted to make sure that this bag was not going to slip off of your hips while you're out walking. So they made these buckles a little bit more thick and sturdy. So if you're looking for like that really smooth, buttery transition with the buckles, you're not going to get that. You do have to work a little bit, especially at first, to move these around. But that is for a reason. It's to make sure that this is not slipping off of your hips. So let's go ahead and get in here and start packing it up so that you can really get a sense of how you can pack this and what all is going to fit inside of it. I'm going to start with disposables, and then I'm going to show you cloth as well. The bag does not come with a change pad, but you can fit a 12Little change pad in one side here. The one that I just put in is from my 12Little companion. Now here's what I was saying earlier about the slip pockets. I thought that these were meant for putting your diapers in, but this is a size 2, and you can see I'm kind of struggling to get it in there. I tried putting a second size 2 in there, and they just didn't go. And I think I realized about halfway through this little endeavor here that this is not actually a pocket that's meant for diapers. I mean, look at how much trouble I'm having. That's just, So I ended up taking those out, and I thought, well, let me try a size 5 just for fun and see how that goes. And surprisingly, the size 5 went in a lot easier, I guess because it's not as flimsy. But then it was too tall and it stuck out at the top of the fanny pack. So I thought, well, let's fold it over and see how that works. And that was actually my favorite way to put the diapers in there, with a folded over size 5 like that, but that's obviously not going to be convenient when you have 2 kids or when you need more than 1 or 2 diapers. So what I decided to do instead was to put my diapers down just in the main compartment on one side. And when I did that, I was able to get 2 size 5s and 2 size 2s in there. So that was much, much better. And I decided I would use those slip pockets for other things that I would typically have with me for diapering. So again, over here in this other side, I have my change pad, which again did not come with the fanny pack. And I'm also going to put my wipe pouch 30 in here. I do have about 30 wipes in there, and as you can see, it just fits no problem. So now I've got one side that's got my change pad and my wipes, and the other side has diapers, and it still zips really, really well. Now, as for packing up this pockets, let's go ahead and talk about what can go in there. Some antibacterial wipes fit really great in there, so if you don't have a place to wash your hands, you can just clean up with those. You can get a boogie wipes pack in there, but I will point out that this one is not packed very full. Now, a tall butt paste is not going to fit in there, but this short one that I had fit really, really well. It actually fit right down into that slip pocket, and I could still zip the fanny pack up just fine. Now, you might think that with all that stuff packed inside this little fanny pack, you would not be able to fit much in this front pocket, but as you can see, you can still get quite a few things in there. Now, obviously not all of your diaper bag essentials are going to fit in there, but I was actually able to fit a small set piece as a wallet as well as my pill case, and they both fit really great, so I was pretty happy. Now, as for this back zip pocket, I don't know, I'm still playing around with what I like putting in there. But for now, I'm just putting in some snacks for my son. I've got some of those yogurt-covered raisins, some Neosporin that I like to keep on me because I have a klutzy son. So I'm going to toss that down in there. And then I just grabbed a Band-Aid and some alcohol wipes just for cleaning up cuts and wounds and anything like that. And it still zips up perfectly well, which is just awesome. Now look, you remember how skinny this was when I showed you the width of the bag earlier, and look at how much it poofs out. I mean, this bag can hold a lot of stuff. Here it is from the top. I mean, it's like big enough that it holds a lot of things, but it still doesn't poof up too bad in my opinion. So let's go ahead and try cloth diapers, because I know a lot of people are going to ask about that. Here I have 2 relatively thin cloth diapers. This one here is by Smart Bottoms, and I've got it folded over just in half. And then this one is a Kanga diaper, which is a little bit thicker than Smart Bottoms. And as you can see, they both fit, and I can still get my wipe pouch in there. But it was kind of bothering me that this Kanga diaper was just like a little bit too tall. It's hard to tell from this upward angle, but the Smart Bottoms fit in there really nicely. The Kanga diaper was just sticking up too high, and it was creating this kind of weird asymmetry where this side of the bag was just a little bit wider than the other. So I went and grabbed another Smart Bottoms diaper so that I could show you how 2 Smart Bottoms would fit in here, since those are a little bit more skinny. So we're taking this one out, and we're going to put in another Smart Bottoms diaper, and much better. Okay, so like I said, it's kind of hard to get a thicker change pad in here when you have cloth diapers packed. Maybe I didn't say that. If not, I meant to. But you can fit a Jujube light change pad, or in fact any other light change pad. This one here came out of a Jujube Be Sporty, and I've got it folded over twice, and it just fits perfectly in there. Easy to zip, no problem. And you can see even with those cloth diapers in there, I can still fit my Jujube small set piece and my pill case. So awesome. Now, obviously, one of the best uses for this bag is going to be for baby wearing. You can keep it right here on your hip and toss your baby on, and you have everything that you need sitting right there with easy access for those quick diaper changes and things like that. So why don't we go get my son, get my Ambuhimo, and go for a little walk, and I can show you guys exactly how well this bag does when you're baby wearing while you're out and about. Now, I chose to put the fanny pack on without putting it through the loops of my shorts, just because I wanted to be able to position the fanny pack wherever I wanted it. So there are times when I kind of want it sitting on my back, especially when I have my son in the Ambuhimo like this. But other times, like just now when I need to get into it to give something to my son, I want to be able to swoop it around and get to it whenever I want. The instructions online say that the webbing of the fanny pack is long enough to reach all the way up to a size 18. However, a lot of people that I've spoken to have said that this really only fits to about a size 12 or 14. So that's something that you want to keep in mind. 12Little is aware of this, and although I can't speak for them myself, I do know that they are trying hard to find a solution to make this fit a little bit better for moms who are above size 14. I fit in about a size 6 and it fits me super well. I haven't had any problems with it. I can move all around in this thing. It doesn't feel like it's gonna slip. Like I mentioned before, the buckles on the fanny pack are nice and secure so it doesn't slip down. You can see that I had it on kind of loosely just because that's the way that I like to wear it. But when I've worn this with yoga pants that don't have any belt loops, I've put it on myself really tight and it has stayed right in place. This thing moves with you, it doesn't fall down. You can see I'm here getting my son out of his Ambuhimo and it's not moving out of the place that I had it. It's just perfect. I took my kids on a trip to Universal Studios a few weeks ago and I so wish I had had this fanny pack at the time. This is totally going to be how I take my diapers to theme parks in the future for sure. Now, for those of you who don't use Ambuhimos and instead you're more the full buckle carrier kind of girl, let me show you that this does absolutely work with an FBC. No, my kitchen is not crooked. My camera is, so bear with me. As you can see, I have got a full buckle carrier on with my daughter, and I'm able to fit the fanny pack right over top of the carrier, and it works just fine. Now, if I'd wanted to wear the fanny pack a little lower, I could have definitely still gotten this through the loops on my shorts, and it would have stayed in place better. But like I said, I just don't really like doing that. Alright guys, thanks so much for checking out this review of the 12Little Fanny Pack diaper bag. I hope you liked the video and that it gave you some ideas. Oops, one more thing. Did you know you can wear this bag as a backpack style bag as well? Now of course you can sling it more diagonally if you like, but I kind of prefer to just throw it over my shoulder and toss it back there, almost like backpack style or crossbody. But I'm loving wearing it that way when I'm not into wearing it in the typical fanny pack mode like I'm showing it right here. Alright, so I guess this is actually it for the fanny pack review. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and that it helped you decide if this is something that you are interested in yourself. If you are, make sure you come shop with us at thesensiblemama.com. We have this in gray and in black. And of course, don't forget to check out my Instagram feed where you can see how you might be able to win one of these of your very own. All you have to do is enter on Instagram, so click the link in the description box below to check that out. Thanks guys, bye-bye!